The other issue is when you began your journey with the President Uhuru Kenyatta,
Yep.
we saw a lot of friendship. We saw a lot of bromance, if I may call it, colloquial language. There's a lot of love. You were in matching shirts and ties, and at one time you're even holding your hands. Called press conferences to announce the cabinet. You were right there. Deputy President, we have a feeling that that friendship between you and the President is gone. The bromance is gone. The love is gone.
Ken, I have heard many stories, and I have read many headlines. The marriage is has died. Bromance and love. My friend, Uhuru Kenyatta is married to Margaret. I am married to Rachel. There is no marriage of business here. We were elected, people of Kenya, to do a job. Yeah? Uhuru Kenyatta as president, me as his assistant. Right? What you should be asking me is, are you delivering on the job that you are given by Kenyans?
I'm going to ask you about that, Your Excellency.
So, style, what you're saying is neither here nor there.
It is, because that's what the picture you showed us, Your Excellency.
Again, you have gone back to these skills you have, reading, I don't know,
But it's the truth. It's no longer there. It's no longer there.
That's according to you.
Yeah?
That's according to you.
Is there a point that you have heard that perhaps you are fighting the president? You're against the president. Have you heard this narrative?
I have heard.
Yes. Are you fighting the president?
For your, just before I, by way of answering.
Yes.
Many of the people who are running this narrative, William Ruto does not respect Uhuru Kenyatta, the president. William Ruto is against the president. William Ruto is fighting the president. These people, many of them, are people in NASA. People who have never voted for Uhuru Kenyatta. Let me tell you, Ken, where we began with Uhuru Kenyatta. I knew Uhuru Kenyatta in 1998, 1999. For your information, even the first time for Uhuru Kenyatta to come to Parliament as a nominated member, the former President Moi sent me to Makto to resign so that Uhuru Kenyatta can be nominated as a member of Parliament. And Uhuru Kenyatta knows. I had a rough time with Makto, persuading him, and he gave me a list of conditions, and I explained to the former president, and I explained to Uhuru Kenyatta. That's how far back I go. For your information, in 2002, when former president decided that Uhuru Kenyatta is going to be our candidate, very many people in Kenya gave lukewarm support. I stood by Uhuru Kenyatta up to where he conceded. Let me tell you a story. When we were sitting in State House, as the results came in, we were almost 50 members of parliament. But when the time came for Uhuru Kenyatta to go and make the concession speech, we left State House 50, we arrived Serena 3. Only. Okay. And one of the 3 was yours truly, William Ruto.
Who's the other
Let me
one?
also tell you. Yeah, you have the clip, you will see. Let me also tell you. When 2017 and 2013 came, yeah, and Uhuru Kenyatta was looking for somebody to support him, Kalonzo Musyoka refused. Musalia refused. Even Eugene refused. The only serious politician who was willing to cede his ambition for Uhuru Kenyatta was William Ruto.
The arrival of Raila Odinga.
And you see,
yes.
So if you are talking about respect, surely, if there is one person who has supported Uhuru Kenyatta at every turn, the only people who maybe have done more for Uhuru Kenyatta in terms of political issues is maybe Margaret, his wife, who supports him, and members of his family. There is no politician who has supported Uhuru Kenyatta more than myself.
Again, I'll go back to this.
And so all these shenanigans and stories being peddled by people who are insulting Uhuru Kenyatta the other day with calling him all manner of names. You know, calling him all manner of names. Today, they want to give me a lecture
on how to relate with
supporting Uhuru Kenyatta. Surely,
honestly,
give me a break, please.
While you have unfeated, while you have respected the president, again, I'll go back to this, and I'll mention it. The people you work with still attack the president on the podium and make demands which look like they're doing it on your behalf.
You see, again, you are going to people and allies. And these are not babies. They are not my employees. These are people who you...
Why don't you stop them, Deputy President?
When you, Ken Michungu,
yes,
can deal with them.
Why don't you stop them?
And you see,
yes,
this is the narrative that has been sold. Yeah? That is being sold by the media. Or, you know, these people don't respect Uhuru Kenyatta.
But we don't put words in their mouth, Your Excellency. They speak.
The president.
They speak.
Let me tell you, if there is respect, if there is loyalty that must be displayed, there is nobody who has displayed loyalty to Uhuru Kenyatta and respect for His Excellency better than myself. And for your information,
yes,
being a Christian myself, I know very well that Uhuru Kenyatta is not president by mistake or by default. President Uhuru Kenyatta is president today because God has ordained so.
Why would you stop these people, Deputy President?
I have a duty to make sure that I respect the president, I am loyal to the president.
Your Excellency, that's not in dispute. My question is, you speak last.
These other people.
Yes, I will not speak about them.
These other people.
You speak last.
Why don't you go and ask them?
You speak last. Why don't you correct them? You speak last in every forum. Why don't you just tell them what you said about my boss is not right?
You will be surprised as to how much war I have with all these people.
Okay.
And even if you ask them, you know, even if you ask them, more often than not, I actually want to speak and finish the meeting even before other people speak. In fact, many of the times, they complain that they are harassed, that they are told, you cannot say this, you cannot speak for long, you cannot make this demand. I have gone out of my way. But you see,
you can't control them.
You are dealing with politicians.
People.
You are dealing with people who have their own minds and heads. And for your information, please, why doesn't everybody carry their cross?
Which is true, but I'm asking you in that spirit, of respect, and you're the senior most politician in the Jubilee government after President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Correct.
In terms of rank.
Correct.
Because you speak last, and this is the last time I'm asking you this question, and you say they don't listen to you, would you stop working with them? Because the crowd that is always behind you is the same crowd all over. Why don't you stop working with them?
Let me tell you, my friend, more often than not, maybe you think, you know, there is this narrative that William Ruto is working with this, is going around with this person, William Ruto is paying money. In fact, I've heard those stories, paying this one to come to this meeting, paying this one to come to this meeting. My brother, I go to many meetings. When I go to the coast, you will find that it is members of parliament from the coast who are there. When I go to Mount Kenya, it's members of parliament from Mount Kenya who are there. I never carry anybody from any other corner.
Okay, but right?
So let us be, you know, let us put this to rest.
All right.
I have told you my position.
Okay.
I have told you these other people are grown-ups. Go look for them, ask them this question.